Hello, guys, and welcome to the second episode of the Last Wish, quote unquote, Sherpa series. Second episode simply means this is the second encounter of the Last Wish. I'm essentially gonna split the video into per encounter instead of having everything in one video because that will be a very long video. So, second encounter, Shiro. This will essentially be the explanation, and at the end you also see the gameplay. All these clips were taken from stream, so you guys can essentially see how I teach people live, how I explain the encounter, and how I essentially go through the encounter with them and teach them as we experience the encounter together. Hopefully this is helpful for the people that need to know this raid, this encounter. If you have any questions, please leave it at the comment or join the Discord and just ask me directly or ask me live on stream. As always, thank you in advance, and I shall see you in the next video. What's essentially going to happen is once we come into the encounter from this door, the boss will be stationed right in the center. She's gonna have a bunch of throws around her. By the way, unless she's inside the platform, inside the podium that is currently standing in, unless she's there, we cannot damage her. So till then, we just focus on the ads. We kill all the throws we see in the front. We go around, go closer to the boss. There's gonna be a group of knights that will spawn, and there's also gonna be a captain that will spawn. Whenever you kill a captain in this raid, he's gonna drop like a taken orb. The orb itself will allow you to interact with it. The reason we do not use that orb in this encounter is the main use of the orb in this encounter is to essentially stop the boss's stagger.
Right.
That was useful when the raid was a lot harder and we're all a lot under light, because that will allow you to essentially keep doing damage to her. But now that we're all essentially over leveled, damage is never the problem, so there's never a need to use the orb. So even though the orb will still spawn, just don't interact with it. But if by mistake you do end up interacting with it, simply pop either your super or your grenade, and that will get rid of the taken essence that engulfed you.
Okay.
But apart from that, we kill everything, kill all the ads, and the boss would then appear in the middle. By the way, while she's there, she's gonna be immune, but she can still attack you, so don't just stand in front of her. So she's gonna be in the middle. The idea is after we've cleared the rest of the ads, there will be 3 crystals that will spawn on the 3 plate. We need to essentially interact with the crystal to break her shield to allow us to do damage. So we'll need 3 members to essentially grab one of the crystal. Now, the key thing you need to know about the plate is once you stand on it, you start taking damage. So essentially we need to do this in sync. Since you haven't done this before, Panda, you are essentially going to take one of this plate. It doesn't matter which one you go to. When you see the crystal spawn, just go to a plate. I guess Thunder will be our partner in crime in this. So me, you, and Thunder, you can interact with the crystal without stamping on the plate. So grab the crystal. Once I see that all 3 of us are holding the crystal, I'll tell you to jump on. You immediately jump on and shoot the beam that the crystal provides for you. Just shoot it to the person to your right. So I'll be shooting you in this scenario, Thunder will be shooting me, and exactly, so we're essentially gonna make like a triangle beam. Doing so will break the shield that the boss is currently protected by. Once the shield breaks, you can get off and get rid of the crystal, and we'll just essentially do damage. This is where we'll put our well or bubble, or you got your whatever super you have, or just sword her essentially. This is where we'll do damage. She will then immediately go immune after we've taken 1 section of her 6 section life essentially. Once she's immune, just ignore her, continue along the floor. So again, we'll kill all the ads along the way. There will be an ogre that will spawn on there, but don't worry about it. Just delete him and keep walking. Again, we'll essentially get to this platform. Same thing. We're literally repeating ourselves here. Kill the ad, kill the knight, kill the captain. There'll be somewhere on the left over here. Again, you do not need to interact with the orb because it's not needed. We'll kill our ad. The key thing on here is, as you can see, there is no wall there. If you go too early to pick up that crystal, she will push you off the edge. So what you want to do is essentially wait for the crystal to spawn, because around the same time she stops attacking, then you can move to whatever plate you feel comfortable doing. Grab the crystal. Once I see all three of us are holding it, I will tell us to jump on. Again, shoot to your right, break shield, do DPS. Once she goes immune again, we'll proceed into here. Here is what we call the puzzle room. This is usually the quote-unquote complicated part of this encounter. This is the team killer, shall I say. Now, the simplest way I can explain this is you essentially will see a pattern on the screen. As a team of 4, we are gonna represent that pattern on the plate. The LFG way of doing this is essentially you're gonna pick one of 4 numbers, so just 1, 2, 3, and 4. For this scenario, you are gonna be 1. This is the easiest way to understand it. I'll be 2, and Thunder just volunteered to be 3, and Do just volunteered to be 4. So 1 to 4 will be us. Now, what you need to understand for 1 is essentially you're the guy that will always take the closest to the top. By the way, the plate is always in the perspective of which puzzle we are doing at the time. Once you come in, the first puzzle will be here. So essentially, whatever we see on the wall is what we represent. As 1, you're the closest to the top. As 2, I'm the next one over. So is 3, and 4 is the closest to the bottom right. So easy way to understand this is when we start, the whole screen will be white, but there will be 4 dark spots. So essentially we are representing those dark spots. So if you come closer, a easy example is usually there'll be 1 on the top mid, 1 on the middle left, middle right, and bottom mid. So as 1, which one would you be representing? Perfect, that's it. So obviously it will correspond to the plate, which is the one behind you.
Yeah.
Now, same rule as the crystal one. Same rule as the crystal. Once you step on it, you start taking damage. So again, we want to like do it together. So this is where I will make sure I see everybody in the right position. Then I will tell you to jump on. Easy way to help me out, just say when you're ready. So once you find your plate, simply say 1 ready. 2, I will say I'm ready. 3 will say the same. 4 will say the same. I usually like to confirm that everybody's actually in the right position. Then I'll tell you to jump on. I know this encounter is timed, but the time is so lenient that you don't actually have to rush. It's better to essentially get it correct first time than to panic afterwards. So I'll make sure everyone is in the right position, then I'll tell you to jump on. Once the first puzzle is done, we'll look to the next screen and repeat the same thing. Again, always in perspective of the puzzle. Once that one is done, we'll go to the next one. Perfect. Now, key thing you need to know about the plate: you can never use the same plate twice. So as you've noticed, I've already jumped on this plate. If I try to jump on it again, it will go red, meaning I cannot fill this position for the puzzle. So if by any chance you know you've used that plate, simply call it out and we will switch with you. Easiest way to do this is I'll usually tell people to switch with anyone that they know they can replace. So if, for example, we're doing this puzzle and one is in that position, which means you've already stood on it because you did it on the former puzzle, simply call out a number you can switch with. So if 2 was on the opposite side, then you can simply say 1 swap with 2. That means I will come over to your plate and you will go over to my plate. Once everyone is ready, I'll tell you to jump on. Then obviously if we're looking at this puzzle and 1 is that plate again, and obviously you've stepped on it this time, you can always swap with 2, swap with 3, or swap with 4. So after each puzzle, there will be a breather for you to essentially make sure that you are able to actually do your position. Otherwise, simply just pick a number that you know you can do to swap with you. If that person cannot swap with you, you can always swap with someone else. Okay?
Okay.
Once we are done with the puzzle, these platforms will come down. Key thing about the platform, as you can see, they do spin. The only one that doesn't spin is the last one. So what you want to do is essentially we want to jump on roughly at the same time. If you are falling behind, simply just wait for it to rotate back again so that you can make your way up. Because the devs really love us, they do provide 2 failings at the top. So if you're the first person to the top, just watch out for the failings that are ready to push you off the edge. Obviously, you can simply just get rid of them by throwing a grenade or just shooting them. But once we get to the top, we're repeating the same thing we did on the first floor. Kill the ads, kill the knights, kill the captain, grab crystal, do damage. Move to the next one, and there will be an ogre on here again. But we'll move to the next one, kill the ads, kill the knights, kill the captain, grab crystal, do DPS. Then we'll move to the final floor, well, the final puzzle room, which again, it's pretty much a mirror image of the one at the bottom. So you will retain your role will never change in terms of puzzle, and we'll repeat the same process. Once we finish, platform will appear, make our way up. Yes, there will be a failings up here as well, but then we'll do the final floor again. Complete mirror image, kill the ads, kill the knight, kill the captain, DPS, ogre on the platform, ads along the way. Then we'll go to the final plate. Since the final floor does not have a puzzle room, instead we will get an extra wave of ads. So once we kill the initial wave and the crystal spawn, there'll be another wave afterwards. So we're gonna kill those so that no one dies for any reason. Then we'll grab our crystal, break her shield, and do the final DPS. Simples. Any questions?
Okay. Okay.
Watch this. Ads go bye-bye. Just go ads.
Okay, grab your crystal and jump on. Shoot to the right. Perfect. Off. DPS. Okay, moving on.
Wow.
Watch out for the beam ogre. Oh, didn't rock my times 4. Okay, moving on. I love the yeah. It reminds me of Halo. If only the new Halo will come out soon.
I wish it did it for explosions. And so when you get like a multi-kill of like 5, it's like super loud. So it kind of like makes you not want to use.
Well, they turned off the confetti particles, and I'm kind of sad about that.
Okay, on.
I preemptively activated my crystal.
Yeah. That's usually what happens.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
How special.
Pause the room. Yeah, the confetti is still there. I think they just turned it down.
I haven't been able to see it yet.
Do you have purples off?
I don't think
Okay.
I do.
So everyone be in position. Okay, is everyone in position? Perfect. Jump on. Okay, off. Next one.
I need to swap with 4. Oh,
No, you already went on that play. Jump on. Off. Next one.
Oh, I need to swap with someone. I can't.
You can take 2.
One needs to swap.
One needs to swap.
Oh, swap with 3.
Oh no, sorry.
No, one should be fine. Thunder, take 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Jump on. Okay,
You
and
can,
up we
you can
go.
repeat same images. You can repeat same squares on the image. It's the actual plates that you can't repeat.
That was the bit I got confused about.
Yeah, no problem. Walson, thanks for the follow. I won this supremacy.
So it is very much a memory game with the puzzle.
Big memory.
Yes.
No way, I'm gonna put that.
Okay,
Oh,
Crystal.
wait, I'm on 100.
None. If only I can get some ammo, that'd be great. Like, give me kinetic
yeah.
ammo.
I'm out of.
I haven't been able to get any special.
I'm trying to get kinetic.
Dude, I
Yeah,
have,
I have the
I
same
have a
problem.
grenade launcher and I can't even get spam there. This is double time.
Plus, you have armaments, Chico.
I got,
I do need
Yeah.
special.
I got heavy ammo.
Just heavy everything.
That's
Yeah.
why I run Thunderlord.
I should run this.
Yeah, this encounter is actually.
I'm actually just running out of kinetic.
I got my.
Okay, crystals. None. Someone pick him up because he's about to die. Oh, he managed to survive.
Just a better gamer.
It's just the gaming chair.
It's just a game.
It's obviously the gaming chair.
Alright, I'm gonna sort all these enemies. We can actually give me special.
Okay,
One ready.
position.
4 ready?
Okay, jump on.
You ready?
Next one.
Ready?
Yeah, jump on. Next one. Oh, Panda, I'm gonna switch with you. One of it, take 2 over there. Okay, jump on. Perfect. And up we go while I grab kinetic
away.
ammo.
Oh, they're special.
Am I running GOS Sherpa anytime soon? Yes, after I do my 3 last wish for the week. I'm actually farming while I'm Sherpering. Just so you know. I'm doing my 3 weekly last wish. And I'll do my 3 weekly GOS.
You gotta get all those curated builds, dude.
I need my supremacy still. Still haven't got my god roll.
I need everything that's not the auto rifle in the build.
Okay, crystals.
I just want the exotic.
And jump on.
Yeah, that's.
No, no
You
exotic for you.
scope in with the egg.
No exotic for you. The amount of people that have actually gotten 1K on their first try.
Is awesome.
And here's me that suffered with everybody else.
Is there someone who that has something a lot but not have it?
Sorry.
I worded that horribly. Is there someone here that's done this raid a lot, does not have one thing?
They do it a lot, but
I think it's not that bad. Because it took me
I
like
just got
40 tries.
launched. You guys, I'm up.
Okay, so remember after Crystal, there will be an extra wave. So don't go to Crystal.
You already.
No, you haven't already.
Ah.
Okay, Crystal people can walk in now. I'm sure the rest can deal with it.
Bubble.
Okay, jump on. Oh my god, I went flying away.
I got a bad bro, name hot in these streets, no Tabasco. But I'm so stubbed, that's a fact, yo. And if you think I'm frontin', you can run it back, yo. Or run it back. You know that I run it. Every